crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never looking back, and now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own, and I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those opposed. I'm coming here to show how to live life right, and now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 And I recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Always moving closer.
Okay, now we're
Three
actually
people
talking.
watching.
Now we're talking. Okay.
Oh,
Now you can
okay.
Okay, no, stop, please.
No.
You gotta stop it.
Okay. What's going on, everyone? D&D here. Welcome back to a brand new video on the Tier Legion channel.
It's a live stream.
Today, we are whatever. We had so many technical difficulties setting this up, so we apologize for the late upload time. But with that all being said, let us hop right on into the video. We are going to be talking about our top 5 games of this decade. But before we hop into that, let us introduce you to the wonderful people that are joined with us today. Guys?
I'm
What up?
hosted. That's Gamesin, and then we're also joined with A-Master.
Hiya.
So, today we have 2 introductory topics.
Yeah.
And this first one is going to be a little bit controversial. So, we're going to be talking a little bit about Regal Reserve very quickly, but we will have a video coming out on them probably, I don't know, sometime within the end of the week.
Next week.
Probably
Yeah.
sometime this upcoming week. So we're going to talk quickly about scam esports orgs. not just Regal, but teams such as Red or Orbit that have reformed, or teams such as Era who owe their players large amounts of money. These orgs that blow up out of nowhere again or are coming back because they're apparently famous again, chances are, if you join one of them, you're getting scammed. I hate to tell you.
Oh,
I hate to tell you, but if Red 99 boy DMs you saying, "Join my clan. We have a $2 million signing bonus," and you sign away your newborn child or whatever, that's on you. Don't believe everything people tell you. And if you sign a contract, be sure you read it very carefully. And if you're a clan owner, treat your players right. Do any of you have anything to add to that?
I'm reading chat right now.
Games can you turn off the voice changer first of all, but yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. Obviously, like treat like your players and everything right. And but I don't want to say too much because we're gonna have a video come out on this like in a bit, so I don't want to like say too much because I want to keep that mostly for the video.
Yeah, ditto on that.
Just don't be
I agree.
scummy. Just don't be scummy. Don't do scams, please.
Don't be scum. So
Don't be filth.
our next topic will be Ninja and Shroud's apparent numbers to sign to Mixer. So, does anyone want to brief anyone on what happened, or do you think our audience is smart enough to know about Ninja and Shroud moving to Mixer?
I think so.
Okay.
You wanna
So
elaborate?
apparently, the signing bonus that they got to Mixer, which is their contract, what they got is apparently $1 million for a 3-year contract, $1 million per year, though.
Ooh.
Now, do you think that is worth it? Because like original numbers are saying like 10 million to 100 million, and Shroud's being like 50 million, things like that. Do you think it's worth that kind of money, or do you think the like 1 million is more reasonable?
I think Mixer paying Shroud like $1 million. I think for them it would definitely be more than worth it, because that would bring like Shroud's a very big streamer and content creator, and it would bring even if like not all the or like not even like let's say not even like 30% of the people that watch them don't come over. They stay on Twitch. But a large audience will still go over to Mixer, and then they might check out other streamers, obviously. And they will still be donating to Shroud, so they will probably make that money back pretty easily. If not straight away, they will make it back over time. They're just investing, basically, to make the platform bigger. So I guess it's definitely worth it.
Alright, so A-Master, you're a pretty decent-sized Twitch streamer.
I guess so, yeah. You can say that.
Okay, so if you were offered, say, 500,000 to go to a new platform, would you go to it? Or what would you want from that new platform?
I would definitely negotiate. But other than that, yeah, money is money. If I was offered a lot of money, hell yeah. But it depends on the person and their ethics and etc. How they feel about it.
It really does depend on the streamer, but alright, so for example, say that me and Toasty are the owner of a platform called Little Boy Streams or whatever, .tv. Would you sign to us if we offered you $4,000, or would there have to be, or what would you want from the platform? Like, what can a platform bring to you that makes signing worth it?
Is that monthly or weekly that we're talking about?
Like yearly or whatever.
Ooh, 4,000 a year? Oof. That might be a little low.
I mean, it's or whatever, like 400,000 a year. If someone offered you that per year, would you take it to move to a new platform and possibly lose upwards of, I think Ninja and Shroud both lost like 40% of their audience?
the risk might be worth it if it, like, let's say you have to like cover your bills and you have to cover your needs, like, food and shelter and etc. But if that gets covered, then everything else you could probably rebuild your audience that way. I don't know. I see it from like a business standpoint. I don't see it normally like how other people like normally see how streamers should, like, quote unquote should, respond to that sort of stigma. So I guess again it depends, but if it covers my bills, then hey, then I can just stream without any worry.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree there. Like, honestly, for me to move to, like, okay, for Tier Legion to move from YouTube to a new platform, I would, like, completely new. We're not allowed to use YouTube anymore. It would, A, either have to have a larger audience than YouTube, or B, there would have to be a good incentive for it to be, okay, this platform, not only is there ad money, but you can donate to their videos or whatever, or the channel memberships perks are better, or something that's either better for us or for the viewer. It would have to be something where there's a fair trade-off. Now,
Yeah.
whether or not I'd sign it is a completely different thing, but I mean, I can definitely say that a platform that has less to offer, if you sign, is, I don't know. I just don't get why you would sign to them if they are a inferior platform. To me, it doesn't make sense.
Mm. Yeah.
Now, I mean, I don't know though. I mean, if Mixer offers us like $10,000 to only go there, I mean, hey, Mixer, slide in our DMs. We got a little something for you.
I mean, guess who's going to Mixer? Oh, sadly, Gameson had to leave us.
Yep. Big rip in the chat for Gameson. But anyway, let's hop into the next talking point of today's amazing live stream. So we're going to talk about this is the game. Okay, this is the games of the decade. I forgot we're not doing the Modern Warfare review.
We
okay,
can.
so
sure, why not? Let's do Modern Warfare.
No. Okay, then we'll have another topic. Oh well. So anyway, guys, we're going to give our final review on Modern Warfare. The new one, for me, I'm going to have to say it's probably the worst Call of Duty of the past life cycle, the past 3 years. World War II was good. Black Ops 4 was okay. It was really good in the beginning, had a lot of potential. Treyarch was kind of scummy, though. But, oh my god, Infinity Ward, you guys released a broke, difficult, easy to hack mess of a game that hasn't been fixed halfway into its life cycle. So, to you, I would like to give my sincerest middle finger.
Wait, hold on. You talk from Modern Warfare now?
Yeah, that's my Modern Warfare review.
Amazing. Oh, by the way, we have 7 concurrent views at the moment, which is good, I guess. Some people are saying, Sash is saying chat Black Ops 3 and World War 2. I don't... Is it...
No, Black Ops 4.
No, 2. She just said
World
no,
War 2. Black Ops 2.
Is that the worst? Is that you're saying it's the worst game?
Is that what you're saying? If you're saying Black Ops 2 is the worst game, then I'm going to find your address and drop a nuke directly on you.
Tactical
Black
nuke
Ops
incoming.
2 is amazing.
Yeah, tactical
Black
nuke
Ops 2 is amazing, bro.
Anyway, let's not focus too much on the viewers. This is a podcast anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Huh?
True.
Oh god. Anyway, let's just keep on going. So anything else you wanted to say about
yeah. There's one more thing. Fuck you and your P90, Toasty. I will kill you. I will literally kill you.
Yeah,
your stupid little P90. You just sit in the back of a map and literally shoot me up. Like, it's a submachine gun. It should not have AR range.
I mean, it can.
So go kill yourself. Please. Please.
My opinion on Modern Warfare is, since it's my first Call of Duty, and not really first, actually, I've played the first Call of Duty, like, I played basically the beta of Call of Duty World War II. I really enjoyed World War II. I thought it was a good game. Just didn't have the money to buy it. And then I played a free multiplayer weekend and also enjoyed that later on. Even though it was like nearing the end of its life cycle, like it was basically still like sweats and stuff. Modern Warfare, honestly, I don't think it's as good as World War II. I enjoyed that one. And even like considering how like that I only played like 10 hours of World War II, I still enjoyed that way more than like my nearly 3 days on Modern Warfare. I think Modern Warfare is just, it's super campy. It's like way more campy than World War II even was in that. And I saw a lot of people, because it's Call of Duty, obviously people are gonna camp. But Modern Warfare is just a whole new level, and even like now I've played Black Ops 2 multiplayer and stuff, even though that's full of sweats now mostly. It's
sweats and hackers.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Exactly. And honestly, still Modern Warfare is just campy as fuck, and sometimes it's enjoyable, but sometimes it's just really not enjoyable to the point where you just want to throw your fucking monitor and delete the game.
I actually have something to add here to your point of it being a campy game. You are 100% right. And the game incentivizes you to camp.
Yeah.
Because it's a very low health game, high damage. So if you're, say, running to go to capture point A in hardpoint or whatever, there's no incentive for you to do that. It's more rewarding to you as a player to sit in the back and camp. Because you'll be able to get more done. You'll be able to get more kills, and you won't die as much. And the other reason the game incentivizes camping is because you don't have the need or the drive or the motivation to like really go engage players. Like if you camp, you can get just as many kills as me or Toasty if we're rushing you, if we're fighting you. You can get as many kills from camping.
If not
that
more.
Is the biggest problem with it.
Oh, and the 725 before it got nerfed.
Oh my god, whoever used that gun, I hope your mom gets cancer.
I mean, it's okay with some attachments, like if you have it like it's for like fully like only close range. Yeah, then it's the way it's supposed to be, a shotgun. It will one hit you in close range, like no matter what you have, that kind of thing. I'm okay with that. That's what a shotgun's basically supposed to do. But if you have the fucking all the attachments on so you can snipe with it, like when that was possible, I don't know if it's still possible.
Oh my god, you can still snipe.
True.
You can still snipe with it. It isn't that hard to do still, but the damage, it takes at least 2 shots to kill them now. So at least you have like a 5-second chance to use your AR on the guy before you inevitably die.
No, there's 2 shots in the shotgun, so...
No, it's a double barrel, so you have to shoot it, then it takes like 3 seconds, and then you can shoot again.
What? Dude, no, you just double click and then.
No, because when you shoot it, there's the unless actually if you have a grip on, but it's the recoil. Like if you want to snipe with it, you have to shoot, wait, shoot.
Yeah, unless you're Shroud, obviously, you know.
Yeah, if you're Shroud, you just yeet yourself off a building, 360, throw out all of your weapons, take a crap, and then come back and get your shot. If you're Shroud, that's what you do.
You take a crap midair and it hits someone and kills them.
Yeah, pretty much. Alrighty.
Anyway, got anything to add to Modern Warfare?
Nope.
No? Like,
just
what I have to add is like, it's not, I wouldn't say is like, it's
Battlefield. Let's say that. That's the point.
The shooting is most similar to Battlefield because I've played Battlefield 1 and then Bad Company 2. Those are good games, I'd say. And honestly, I don't mind it too much. It's just it's pretty campy, and the campers are just so annoying, and then if you don't get into a camper lobby, you most of the time just get into a sweat lobby, and it's just not fun. You can't play casually in the game, which is what
It is
I
not a
most trying to
casual
do.
game.
Yeah. So, next topic.
All right, so now we're going to get into the main point of the podcast. Well, today's podcast specifically, it is our top games of this decade. So as you know, it's now a new decade. 10 years have passed, so that means there's been 10 years of new games coming out. So today we're going to talk about some of our favorites of this decade. Toasty, me, A-Master, Gameson, when he gets back, we all have lists. So we're going to go over them and state some reasons why and discuss some of the games off of each other's lists. So Toasty, you can start off.
1 second. And do I just start off my list?
Yep, start off on your list.
So basically, my list for the top 5 top 5 games of the last decade. Number 1 has to go to Fallout New Vegas. I fucking love this game. Great story. It's just all around a great game in my opinion. I love it, and it's one of my favorite games. Number 2 is another game I love to death. Like, I can't believe they're making like a new one. It's BioShock Infinite. It has it's different to the other BioShock games, but I love this story. I really do. It has a strong story and everything. The gameplay is different to the other games. That's why some people just didn't like it, and just in general didn't like it as much. But honestly, I don't mind it at all. Like setting and gameplay difference, I don't care. The story was great, and I loved it. BioShock 2, I have to say after that, because BioShock 1 didn't come out in last decade, sadly, just a little bit before. Otherwise, I would have taken BioShock 1 there instead of 2. But BioShock 2 was still a really good game. I loved all the BioShock games, but I had to pick BioShock 2 because it's from the last decade, obviously. Fourth place then goes to Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. I really love the story. It's a great role-playing game. Obviously, everyone's heard about Skyrim. Everyone knows Skyrim. I don't need to explain much. Fifth place goes to Sunset Overdrive. Amazing Xbox One exclusive, in my opinion. Fucking amazing game. It's just so much fun. Like, if you've never heard about Sunset Overdrive, it's just a crazy like mutant zombie kind of shooter. A lot of parkour and everything, and it's just crazy. You get dumped into this amazing world of an energy drink that makes people into like these like zombie type things, like mutant zombies. I don't know how to explain it correctly, but that kind of thing basically. And then this big company Fizco and that made the energy drink, and it's an amazing game. It's a lot of fun. I can't recommend it enough. If you're on PC or Xbox, it's only like $15. You should get it. I have one honorable mention, which is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Super short game, but for the price, it's like really cheap at the moment. Like it's been really cheap for a while. I can't recommend it enough. It's so fucking fun, and overall, I like the whole aesthetic and ambience in the game. It's just got this retro vibe to it, and like this 80s kind of thing vibe to it. And this Outrun, it's in the Outrun style. It's just an amazing game all around. Just the only thing I'd change is to make it longer, because it's only like around 3 hours. But otherwise, great experience.
Honestly, Blood Dragon is best experienced if you've played Far Cry before, because then you'll really get an appreciation for just how unique of a game it is. Like, it is one of the when you talk about Blood Dragon, there's really nothing you can compare it to.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a unique game. I agree with you there. It is honestly one of the best games. They need to make another one.
Similar, at least.
Somewhat similar.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Now, I'm going to say this. The one game that I can kind of argue with was BioShock 2.
Yeah.
I think Infinite is a better game overall. I'm not a huge fan of BioShock 2. I prefer the first one over it.
Yeah.
But I agree it is a pretty good game. Skyrim. I thought Skyrim was released in 2008.
No. It was 2013.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's still been out forever. Honestly, but it's an amazing game. And if you haven't played Skyrim, you guys need to do yourself a favor.
No,
Go to
2011.
Redbox. Oh, 2011. If
Yeah.
you guys haven't played Skyrim, you guys need to. It is an amazing, amazing game. I agree with Toasty there. A-Master, your list now of your favorite games of this decade.
Well, my list is, well, the things or the games that I picked for my list is, well, I don't know if everyone's going to agree with it, but, you know, for number one, I definitely picked Undertale, mostly for the reason that it makes you think differently about, you know, the RPGs and the way you play RPGs. And that definitely had a huge impact in my life, well, at least. The second one I picked, and I do agree with you, D&D, on one thing when we mentioned something in another chat. Basically, Smash Ultimate is what I picked. Because, well, several reasons, and I had to, you know, get this on my list because I had to get all the Smash games, and I'm a little bit competitive in that type of series. The third game, excuse me, MWR. I mostly majorly played that for like a good bit of 2019, 2018, I think.
Yeah, a good while you were playing that and grinding it.
I was trying to get to level 1000, and it's like, oh, it takes forever. But yeah, I'm still trying to reach it, apparently. And I've been thinking really hard about the last two. It's like, man, just making this list, and I can only think of 3 games. And I thought, wait a minute, Breath of the Wild just came out recently, right? I really love that game. I love exploring it, and I could just do things at my own pace. And I tried getting 100% in there, trying to get all the seeds too. That's ridiculous. And the 5th game, I couldn't.
You don't like doing anything easy, do you?
No, I do everything the hard way, apparently. But yeah, the 5th game, I was thinking like, man, well, I do like VR games, so I can't just say every VR game. That wouldn't make sense. But I had to pick Beat Saber just for obvious reasons. And yes, I did mod it, and yes, I got a lot of songs, and it is definitely a great workout too. So that's my top 5.
Any honorable mention?
In my opinion. I couldn't think of any, but there you go.
Any game you just enjoyed in like recent time, maybe say something.
Like literally, that's open on my desktop right now, Brawlhalla.
Okay.
It feels a lot like Smash to me. That's why I like it. It's like, this is great. It's just missing a lot of things from Smash, and it makes me really upset. But other than that, I like it. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay,
that's
D&D.
the honorable mention.
Okay. I will.
Well,
Hi, Gameson.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So, Gameson, what are your top 5 games of this decade?
Well, so far my top 3 are 8-bit games, but I'll go through the first 2. Number 5 will have to be The Hunter, Core of the Wild. It's a very realistic hunting game. Like, you can actually see all the time and effort to code in the animals to act like if they're in real life. Your sense will give them off. You simply accidentally step on a twig will make them run like a Usain Bolt. And the penetration mechanics in the game are kind of good, because you know where to hit someone to make it vital.
Penetration.
You couldn't have said that any better. The penetration mechanics.
Number 4 will have to be Quantum Break. That was a great story game.
Okay.
And the mechanics, like how to do slow motion. Oh, just the mechanics made my mind go. Oof. Okay, now to the 8-bit games. Number 3, Terraria. Nothing much I can say about that. It's just very difficult and I like it.
2D Minecraft.
Yeah, essentially that. Number 2 will have to be Risk of Rain, the first one. That game, the difficulty increases over time. So basically, the longer you take to finish the game, more difficult to get. And number 5 will have to be Minecraft, technically.
Well, but did it? It didn't really, did it?
It wasted my entire childhood, so that's why I like it.
it did make a resurgence, so...
I think, Minecraft was 2010, I think. Or 2011.
Let me look
Yeah.
up.
barely makes it, I think.
And
Yeah, it barely makes it.
And my honorable mention will have to be Grand Theft Auto.
2009. No, look, it's 2009. You have to choose a
Oh,
different
that's when it
one.
was.
That's the initial release date. Minecraft's out of the question. I'm sorry, dude. I would have picked it too, but I knew it wasn't in the last decade. You did a oopsie. Gameson? Gameson? Guys? Oh.
Did something bad happen?
Oh. My Discord wasn't
Everything
connecting. Yeah, Discord. Okay, that must have been like a whole Discord error. Well, Discord's having some issues.
I
That's
lagged.
fine. Yeah, we all lagged.
Okay.
Bro, that was amazing.
Okay.
Then number one, there was my honorable mention.
Hold up. Minecraft was 2009. You have to choose a different. Okay.
2011 was official Java release.
It was the initial release, D&D. We're talking
We
about
go
the
with the
initial.
official release. I would.
The official was in 2011. It was in alpha till then.
Okay, then I would have picked Minecraft 2 as my as
honorable mention, honestly.
Instead of Bioshock 2.
Okay, my honorable mention, Final Station.
What is that game? I've heard it before.
Same.
Final Station's a game where you're playing as a simple train instructor in a world where some infection drove anyone who was stupid or not well developed to go insane and become zombies. So
That
basically, if your IQ was low, you were basically fucked.
That actually sounds interesting. That's an interesting concept.
Man, that sounds like Flub's worst nightmare.
Well, I have to go now, but I'm dropping the bomb.
Uh-oh, please don't.
Alrighty.
Please don't.
Oh, please don't. We're not ready. We haven't gotten the 25 kills.
Anyway, D&D, you haven't said your top picks.
Alright, for me, I'm honestly gonna have to go with, for my favorite game of this decade, Call of Duty Ghosts. I spent so long on that game. I actually checked my Xbox 360 time logged into it. I have like 250 hours on Xbox 360. On Xbox One, I had 50, and on PS4, I have about 100. I mean, I have played Ghosts so much. It's not even funny.
So it's like
like I have. Yeah, I've got about 400 hours in it.
Wait,
and then I played it at a while back. I really grinded it, then I stopped playing it. Because, okay, so I didn't play Advanced Warfare during its life cycle. I played it after. Because I was so in love with Ghosts. Like, Ghosts was my favorite Call of Duty. So it's going to have to go with my number one pick. For my number two spot, I'm going to have to go with Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a really good open world. Honestly, one of the most beautiful looking console games out there. Really an engaging story and will keep you coming back for more, whether it be the online or just messing around in the single player world. It's an amazing game and really an experience that you have to play. For my number three, this one's probably going to be pretty fucking controversial. I can already see the hate here. Okay, I don't know if I should say this, but Spider-Man. I fucking love the Spider-Man game. Like, literally, probably a game that I have played way too many times. I have beaten the campaign to the point where I have every single trophy, including all the DLC trophies. I have beat it on every single difficulty at least twice, and I have streamed it 100% once. And then I've streamed an entire playthrough of it before through multiple episodes as well. Like, I have grinded that game so much. It is literally one of my favorite games. I will hands down say, if you have not played Spider-Man PS4, do yourself a favor and get a PlayStation to play it. Literally an amazing game.
Well, yeah, spend
for number
spend $250
for
just
number
one game.
4. For number 4, okay, this one is kind of a weird pick, but I'm gonna have to go with Sword Art Online versus Axel World. One of my favorite RPGs and one of my favorite animes combined into one. The combat in it is smooth, it's fluid, the game is fairly decent looking, crossplay is on point, and it is the only game I have beaten Paul in before, so proud of myself there. But it's a really fun, amazing game, really a great experience, and it's on PC and PS Vita and PlayStation 4. So, really a fun game, highly recommended. Highly recommended if you haven't played a Sword Art before. Now, for my final pick for number 5, I'm honestly going to go with fucking Minecraft. I don't like the game anymore. It has gone downhill. And I don't play it a ton. Still a fun game. It's not my favorite, but I can still play it. Really a good game in its heyday and pretty much revolutionized YouTube's gaming space. Now, for my honorable mention, I have 2, actually. I have Black Ops 2, phenomenal Call of Duty. And that would be my honorable mention, but I'm going to have to go with, for another honorable mention, which I'm going to explain, Fortnite. The reason I say that is because Fortnite really showed what microtransactions can do and showed how the free-to-play model can be very successful. So that is why I will say there it is my honorable mention. But gameplay-wise, I fucking hate Fortnite. And luck-wise, I hate it even more. So, any questions about my picks at all, or no?
Fortnite was questionable because we were kind of picking based on like how much we liked it ourselves, not on like how much like it revolutionized anything, you know.
Yeah, that's why I put it as like it's not really even an honorable mention. It's more so just worth mentioning because it is honestly one of the biggest games of the decade too.
Yeah, but yeah, not something I'd mention. So, I guess anyone else got something to say?
We're going to actually talk about one more thing. So, throughout this decade, people have played a lot of different games and talking about a lot of different subjects. More specifically, one that we have to do with is esports. Do you think esports has a future in the next 10 to 20 years, or do you think in the next few months it could start to die, or what do you think the state of esports will be in the future?
Honestly, I don't know too much because I don't follow the esports scene too much personally. Like, I started following it a little bit more. Like, I watched Shroud and everything, but that's only because he played him stream and stuff. I never really followed the esports scene a lot. When I joined T-Legion, I started following it very slightly, but like barely at all still. And I don't know. I just don't watch like tournaments or anything. That's boring to me. So I'm not really that knowledgeable, but I think it's definitely just gonna keep growing. It's showing signs that it's just not stopping. It's not gonna stop growing. That's the thing.
Hey, Master, you being our very analytical person, what do you think of the esports scene in the next 10 to 20 years? Hey, Master.
think he died.
Well, big rip in chat for him too. Okay, so in my opinion,
Oh, okay, I had it muted.
oh,
Because someone came into the room. It's like, oh no.
oh,
Sorry
okay,
about
so
that. It's all good.
all right,
I
all right.
agree.
So, what do you think of the esports scene in the next 10 to 15 years?
I agree with Toasty on this one. Like, it will go up, and if you do follow the money, then absolutely. But it will only go up for, like, I predict the next 5 years, and then it will plateau somewhere around that time. That's at least my prediction. And
I
that's
agree with you there.
Yeah.
Because
What do
it's
you
not
think?
like okay. So I am the most esports fanboy here. I watched competitive Call of Duty, competitive Rocket League. I've seen competitive Smash tournaments. I follow competitive Counter-Strike, Siege. I watch League of Legends tournaments. I love competitive games. I will say this. I think that the next decade or so will be very good for the industry, and I think focus could shift eventually away from traditional sports into esports, because it's honestly, it's the new thing. And once something better than or newer than esports comes out, focus could shift away again. But at least for now, esports is growing continuously and doesn't show a sign of stopping. So to me, and in my opinion, it seems like overall it will see a lot of growth, and the industry itself is booming. Like Twitch, YouTube gaming, things like that, they're all blowing up even more. And they're not small platforms to begin with, but esports and gaming content is really getting popular. So having teams that are new or smaller, or having huge teams, it's going to be really beneficial, and it is going to definitely benefit esports overall and cause a lot of growth in the industry. The biggest problem I have with esports is franchising leagues, but that's a whole talk for another day. It's a whole nother conversation that we do not have time to get into because of my different opinions and facts on it.
I only have one sentence to say then. Streaming is the new TV.
Honestly, it is.
It's true.
It is.
Completely
It's
true.
much more entertaining too. Like, I'm sorry, as someone who still sometimes watches traditional TV, I'd rather watch Shroud or Ninja or Tfue or someone rather than go sit there and watch another episode of generic TV show number 4. Ha ha ha, my kid farted. Cue the soundtrack. Like, it's much more entertaining to watch someone be them or be their personality on stream than it is to watch someone pretend to be someone else. But guys, with that all being said, we want to thank you so much for watching today's amazing video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed any single part of this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and join us in the comment section down below using hashtag T3ARUp. Tag us in some of your posts on Instagram if you want to have us react and or potentially pick you up. And a huge shout out to our sponsors, Galvanized Grips and Rogue Energy. Use code T3ARUp at checkout for 15% off of your next purchase. And we will see you in the next one. Peace.